Hello guys, so as usual I'm Nathan and I'm here with
Emmanuel Edu.
So Emmanuel Edu is a Ghanaian who just landed in Canada, Manitoba to be precise, just yesterday. So fresh. The Ghana moja na sakra on him, like the Ghana blood and Ghana,
Ghana vibes.
Ghana vibes today. So I decided to pass by his house to for him to share one or two experiences he had at the port of entry and also his preparation towards coming to Canada. So this is going to be something very quick and short. All right, so Edu, let me ask you this: that right after passport request, how was the feeling like?
Oh, the feeling was great.
The feeling was great.
Yeah, very great.
Did they come? They do not reply message come in the evening or in the morning?
It came in the evening.
It came in the evening. Oh my!
And God. I had a very long day, so when when I saw the message, I was very happy.
You're very happy.
I was very happy,
okay.
And I wasn't expecting it at that time.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it would took like some months or like more than some weeks.
Okay.
But
okay.
It came very quick, and I was very happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. I'm happy. And welcome to Canada, bro.
Thank you,
Charlie. So, I'd like you to share with us, right after the passport request and after receiving your visa, after submitting your passport, which flight did you book?
I booked KLM.
KLM. Oh, yeah. So you passed through Amsterdam, that kind of. Oh, okay. So the feeling in the flight, how was it like? Was that your first time?
Oh, it was my first time.
Oh, okay. So how was it like? Like, were you watching the sky? Like,
oh yeah, I was watching the sky. But the unfortunate thing was, I wasn't sitting close to the
window.
windows.
Oh my God! Charlie, I'll never do that. I remember, though I have been to Germany in the year 2020 before, though, and I also chose this the window seat. And as part of me flying in a plane before, I still decided to book the window seat, though it comes with an extra cost. But Masa, there's a one thing, like once in a lifetime something.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? So I felt like, Charlie, I have to pay extra to sit on the window seat because I have to have the view of the the sky, and all that, and take pictures. I'm a social media person. I have to take videos, pictures. I have to show that kind of vibe. So I did all that, but like you said, it's unfortunate. So did you get a chance to what the sky through the window or something from when you're sitting?
I got the chance.
Okay, so how was it like,
Oh.
Did you feel like you're very close to heaven?
Oh yeah, that feeling came. It really came. Serious. It really came.
Okay. Please let me come close so that you'll be shown more fully on the camera. All right, so now, which port of entry did you use?
I used Calgary.
Calgary. Oh, okay. Yeah. So at Calgary, what are some of the challenges you faced? But please, before this, all right, let me establish this, that I am not an immigration officer. I am not an immigration lawyer. I am just an international student, and I normally interview people to share their experiences with us so that it can educate those who are yet to enter Canada or those who are yet to book a flight and enter Canada to study. All right, so this is the main reason why I always do this video, not to violate any rule, but just to voice out, or since I have the platform, I felt like, okay, fine, why don't I let people voice out their experiences so that it can assist people, help people in preparing themselves towards coming to Canada. Some of the documents he was at the port of entry, I'm not sure you're going to leave them back home when you're also coming. You understand? So people sharing their experiences like this is very, very important. All right, so after establishing that, I'd like you to share with us some of the experiences you face or the challenges you face at the port of entry at Calgary.
Okay. The only challenge I faced was when I was going for my study permit, the questions that I was being asked. But when we got to Calgary Airport, they told us to check in.
Okay.
It was an individual kind of check-in, like you would do it yourself.
All right. All right.
But in case you need an assistance, there is an officer there who will be willing to assist you.
Okay.
So after checking in, they directed me to an immigration officer.
Okay.
Who took my introductory letter. He looked through it, and the immigration officer also directed me to another immigration officer.
Hey, so what was the feeling like when the first person directed to another person? Like, what was the feeling like? Do you feel like, hey, Charlie, what's happening? Hey, Masa.
I even thought that was all.
Oh, okay.
Because after taking my introductory letter, I thought, oh, then
yeah,
there will be no, I'm good to go. So when the immigration officer directed me to the other immigration officer to go for my study permit, I was like, oh, then I'm true. Not knowing.
You're going to face fire.
Hey. Not knowing. I'm going to face
okay,
fire over there.
okay,
So when I got there, I was given a number.
okay,
My number was 474.
okay.
So I had to wait because other people were also
We're ahead
going
of
for
you.
theirs. Yeah.
Okay,
So I was waiting till an immigration officer. She's a woman. Hey, the immigration officer was a woman.
okay,
She called out my number and I went there. And the document he asked was, she first asked, I'm a student, right? And I said, yeah. And she told me I should bring out my introductory letter,
okay.
letter of acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
proof of tuition fees.
Mm-hmm. Proof of
Yeah.
tuition fee paid
Yeah.
or deposit receipt.
Yeah. And then I gave everything to her. She looked through my documents and asked me, will I be willing to pay for the fees? Like, do I have
The
enough
capacity.
to pay for the fees? And I said yeah. And she later asked for proof of funds. And I told her my mother will sponsor the tuition fees. And she said that my mother should send me her bank statement to prove whether she has the enough money to cater for the school fees.
Okay.
That was where the challenge began.
Why? You didn't go along with your
because I didn't go along with my bank statement.
Oh.
So I had to text my brother, Ralph, to quickly send me
your mother's bank statement
so I can send it to the officer for her to review it.
Okay.
But God being so good, Ralph was online and I texted him.
Okay.
And he quickly responded and sent me the
bank statement. So let me ask you something here. With the bank statement, the one your brother sent you, was it an updated bank statement of your mom's bank statement, or was just the same bank statement you used for your application?
It was the same bank statement that I used for my application.
So how old was the bank statement? I think so. Let me first of all ask that, how many weeks or months did it take after passport submission? Also after submitting your application for the visa, like the total weeks or the duration it took before receiving the passport request?
3 to 4 weeks.
So let's say a month.
Yeah, a month.
All right. So meaning your bank statement was a month or older than that.
Yeah.
All right. So you presented a 1 month or older than that bank statement to the officer.
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened next?
And all what she asked was I should state the amount at the closing balance. She
didn't even take the bank statement. She
No.
asked you to mention the amount. Okay. Or quote the amount. Okay.
So after mentioning the amount, she converted into
Canadian dollars.
And she didn't say anything again. The next question she asked was, what program
are you coming to read?
Yeah. And I said University 1 program.
But at the University of Manitoba?
Yeah, at the University of Manitoba.
Okay.
But then she was still insisting, what program am I coming to read? And I stated University 1 program.
Okay.
And what she said was, most international students come to Canada with the purpose of studying. Yeah. But after they enter the country, they don't go to the school. That's why she's still insisting, what program am I coming to read?
Okay.
Then I still mentioned University 1 program.
Okay.
And she stood there for a while. She took my documents to another immigration officer.
Hey, so that was the third immigration officer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She took my document to another immigration officer. I think for some clarifications.
Okay.
So I didn't hear the conversation that went on between
the two immigration officers.
After conversing with her, she brought back my documents and told me to put my hands on the biometric machine.
Oh, okay.
So after capturing my fingerprint, she printed out my study permit.
Oh, wow.
And that was all. And one unfortunate thing that happened to me was I was carrying a 10-kilo luggage, like that was with me alongside my backpack.
Okay.
After I took my study permit, I was in a hurry to leave the place. I forgot
your bag or luggage.
Yeah, I forgot it there.
God.
Another stress.
So when did you remember you've left your luggage?
After I exited.
Oh my God.
That was when.
And your flight arrival was you?
No.
Or it wasn't yet due?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I think you had to engage. So you came back. You later came back.
Yeah, I later came back. I spoke to one officer,
Okay.
and he told me I can't go for it unless I consult the KLM people.
Hey.
Oh yeah. So I was very stressed roaming because I don't know much about the airport, where to pass. So I'll just be asking from one officer to another, from one officer to another.
Wow.
Until I got to the KLM office.
Okay.
I spoke to them, told them I've left my bag at where I took my study permit. And the KLM officer called another officer to confirm whether
indeed you left your bag. Okay.
So he told me to wait for like 30 minutes. He will get back to me. So I was sitting there. After 30 minutes, he came back to me with a picture of the bag
luggage. Okay.
to confirm whether it's mine.
Okay.
Then I told him, yeah, it's mine. And he told me I should wait for another 20 minutes.
Hey! Oh my God. Wow.
So I waited for another 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I saw an officer with my bag coming.
Oh my God. They were like, oh God. Canada, go fair. It's not easy, finally. Oh, Charlie. So, like, you didn't miss a flight, your next flight?
Oh, no, I didn't miss it.
Okay, then thank God. I think that would have been another disaster, you know?
So, after taking my bag, I went straight to the boarding gates.
Okay.
Yeah, I went straight
to the boarding gates. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's so nice. I think I thank God, or we thank God at long last, like you went through successfully without, getting a bad news like return back home and all that. Yeah, that's so nice. And how do you see Canada at the moment? But before that, let me ask you this: how did you secure your room?
Yeah.
How did you secure the room? Yeah, because I'm currently in front of your house, or where you rented. So how do you secure a room? Because a lot of international students would like to know how to secure a room. People do DM me and all that, but I think this information will help them a lot. Though I've spoke about it before, but I think you practicing what I spoke about and being successful in that can also assist people or motivate people to do the same. So how did you secure a room after getting your passport request and thinking of securing a room here in Canada before coming?
Yeah, securing the room was another, let me say, stressful thing, because I had no one like I will come to when I come to Canada. So a friend recommended Facebook Market.
Yeah.
So he showed me how to
go
about it. It was also stressful because the rooms are there. Even to get a response from the landlords, it's not easy. Yeah. So I DM'd, I would say 50 plus landlords. I DM'd 50 plus landlords.
Okay.
Until one of them
got back to you.
Yeah, got back to me. I took her account details, deposited the money
directly once you were in Ghana.
Yeah.
So you deposited the initial deposit.
The initial deposit.
Okay.
And the security deposit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, let's take note of this. He secured his room through the Facebook Market, and this same Facebook Market is what I've been talking about. I have a lot of videos on my TikTok page and YouTube page talking about how one can use Facebook Market to secure a room, and I've even showed step-by-step processes of charting the landlord, searching for the room, searching for the various price, checking the description to know if it is close to the University of Manitoba or your campus and all that. So that was the same process or procedure he used, and he was successful in that. And mind you that when you secure a room, in as much as you use Facebook Market, there are a lot of fraudsters around, okay?
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of fraudsters around. So I'm not saying Facebook Market is a secure place that you get a chance to always chat to the landlord directly. You may be unfortunate to chat with a fraudster. So when you chat the landlord and it comes to money matters, be very careful. And if possible, you have a friend or relative or whoever, or maybe someone you think lives in the same province or city where you'll be schooling, try as much as possible to contact that person to go and check out that room for you. to confirm if it's indeed you were chatting with the landlord. Please, let's take note of this. It's very, very important because you may end up falling a victim of fraudster or being frauded. Yeah, so let's take note of this. And whenever you secure a room, one thing one should put, or people should put in mind is that you have to secure, or you have to pay for the first month's rent plus the security deposit. Now, let me explain the security deposit thing. You know, you may see the room to be 500 Canadian dollars, all right, per month. You again be requested to pay a security deposit of half. It is mostly half, or sometimes more than, like a little bit higher than that. All right, you're mostly authorized to pay half of the security deposit. Do you get it? So if your 1 month's rent is, let's say, 500 Canadian dollars, you'll be asked to pay extra 300 Canadian dollars as security deposit. And a security deposit is a way of, you know, telling secure the room, or tell the landlord like, hey, you'll be coming and you are sure that you'll be coming. And also this 300 security deposit, 300 Canadian dollars security deposit will be paying, or 250 Canadian dollars security deposit will be paying. It's not for the landlord. It's something to secure the room. All right. But when it is time for you to leave the house to a different place, maybe because that was your first time entering Canada, you decided to secure just a place to, you know, lean, or maybe, you know, rent or spend some few time and take your time to secure a very best place for you. Now, you have the right to take back that security deposit you paid to the landlord when it's time for you to move from the house. But just that you have to give the landlord at least 1 month or to 2 months prior notice when you want to leave the place. So when you mention, or you tell the landlord that you'll be leaving to a different place, which is more closer to campus or something of that sort, it is your right to take back that security deposit you initially paid, regardless of the number of months or years you spent in that house. So paying a security deposit is something very, very important. So you are going to pay that security deposit plus your first month's rent, or the cost of your first month's rent. So let's take note of this. As an international student coming to Canada, it is very important for you to note this. All right, bro. So you're currently in Canada. So how do you see Canada? Does it meet your expectation?
Oh yeah, it really meets my
So
expectation.
what are some of the things that you've seen so far in Canada that makes you excited? Like you feel like, oh wow, bro,
The weather.
the weather.
The weather.
Oh, the weather is cool. I think it's currently +5. +5. So what's nice? Is it something bad or something good? Like,
Oh, it's really good.
it's really good. What makes you say that?
Because way back in Ghana, the heat.
Eh.
I barely stand heat. Like,
Eh. So
I
you
really,
prefer
really...
so you prefer the coldness than the heat.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And people here to prefer the hot weather or the heat too.
That's them, but I prefer the coldness to the heat.
Charlie. So lights out and all those stuff, but at least you're not going to experience that here.
No.
And I'm also excited you are here with us. And I'm looking forward to you having a lot of experience and meeting all the needs you need as an international student here in Canada. It's going to be easy for the start, but with time, things will be all right. Okay. So what I will try to tell you is that as a first timer, or as someone new to Canada, or as an international student in Canada, immediately you arrive, one, you should work on your Canadian number. Okay. Now, you should again work on your SIN number. The reason why you need your Canadian number is that you still have your Canada number, right? In the house, you have access to Wi-Fi. Right. What if you're outside to go and buy something? Yeah. Or you're outside to go and buy something, or you're outside to go and check out something? You need to use the Google Map. Even when you are using a bus, okay? The bus will be leading you to places, or your bus will pass through that place you want to alight to a different place, and you need a Google Map to check or confirm whether you've gotten to the place you have to alight or not. So without your SIM card working or your network working, because you're not close to a Wi-Fi, you may not be able to. You get lost all the time, and you become very frustrated. So it's very important to get your Canadian SIM, so that you can always on your data at anywhere you are to check out Google Map or where you are going and all that. And also you work on your SIN number. So you're gonna use that SIN number plus your passport to create a bank account. Okay, so right after doing that, you apply for your police report as well. Not Ghana police report. You have to get a Canadian police report. Then also, if you want to work in a home care center, you work on your CPR. You apply for it. It's a 1-day training, and also you work on your You apply for your child and adult abuse, which will take you like 6 weeks before it gets ready. The police report can take you like 6 weeks before it gets ready. So these are some of the things that if you don't want to be unemployed for long, immediately enter Canada, you have to do these things as soon as possible. So that by the time, like, that 6 weeks or in 2 weeks or whatever will happen or will come, or by the time all these documents will be ready, like you'll be able to chance on some jobs and all that, and it will only take you longer period before securing a job. People don't know about this, so they'll come. Instead of them asking people, concentrating on these vital things, they'll end up having fun, moving from place to places, and it'll take them like 2 months before they realize, hey, I have to get this thing done. And it's this thing will take you like 6 weeks. So before you realize, Charlie, you'll be in Canada for many months without securing a job because you didn't get the rightful documents, or you didn't get anyone to coach you on what to do and what not to do and all that. So I'll be glad if you could start these things as soon as possible so that you can now start on working your CV. And also with the CV thing, the Canadian style of securing a job in Canada is different from how we write our CV back in Ghana to find a job. So you can ask people, all right, to send you sample of their CV. You also, based on that, to draft something unique of your own by sharing your experience and all that. And then you use Indeed, definitely. And with Indeed, I always tell people that there is the Indeed that Candy I use for Candy job application. You get it now. Like things are almost like all that smooth in applying because she now has the Canadian working experience. Because a lot of the organizations or the home care institutions will be like, you have experience. When you say you have an experience in Ghana, some consider that. Others will prefer those with experience here in Canada. You get it? So very important to consult people or contact people who have that CV and experience and all that, so they can assist you to shape your CV. Do you get it? So, bro, since you are here in Canada, if in case you need anything, just let me know.
Okay.
And I also do my possible best to assist. All right, bro. So, Charlie, it's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
So, guys, that's where we end the interview. Please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? My YouTube channel's name is Nal and Candy. So I do share educational videos like this and to assist people and educate people already in Canada or those who are yet to enter Canada. Once again, I am not an immigration officer. I am not an immigration lawyer. I'm only doing this to educate people, for the general public to understand some of the things that they can do whilst they arrive in Canada or whilst they are yet to enter Canada or apply for a school application or board a flight to enter Canada. Thank you.